Alright, rock fans, what if Van Halen reunites? But instead of Eddie Van Halen, we've got Slash taking the lead. Alex Van Halen, Eddie's brother and the band's drummer, has been exploring the use of artificial intelligence to complete some of the band's unfinished tracks. He's even reached out to OpenAI to analyze Eddie's playing patterns, aiming to generate new guitar solos in his signature style. While AI is being considered, there's also talk of bringing in human talent to fill Eddie's shoes. Steve Lukather from Toto has been mentioned as a potential collaborator for a new Van Halen record, working on unfinished recordings made before Eddie's passing. Slash isn't just some hired gun. The guy's guitar tone could cut glass. He's got feel, swagger, and that rare ability to actually say something with a solo. No one replaces Eddie Van Halen. No one. The guy basically invented a new dialect of shredding. But and that's a big if, Van Halen were ever going to return to the stage in any form, you need someone who isn't just technically great. You need someone with vibe, with presence, with the guts to step into a sacred fire and not get burned alive. Slash isn't trying to be Eddie. He wouldn't even try. And that's what makes this weirdly work. He's not some tone-chasing clone. Slash has swagger, and the kind of bluesy, raw phrasing that could bring a fresh dimension to songs like Ain't Talkin', About Love, or even Right Now. Here's the thing. Alex Van Halen has been super protective of the band's legacy since Eddie's passing in 2020. Rightfully so. But there have been whispers, talks about doing a tribute, even talks involving Joe Satriani as a possible player to fill the void. But Slash? He's tight with Wolfgang. He's respected. And more importantly, he's one of the only living guitar gods fans would accept without rioting. So here's the question, and it's a big one. Would you go see a Van Halen reunion with Slash on guitar? Or should the band stay in the history books as is, untouched and untouchable?
What are some of your thoughts and remembrances?
Well, I'm just a little shocked. I mean, it's hard for me to verbally say anything other than I'm just devastated. And you know, Eddie was really cool, and I've been talking to him. We've been texting, and I knew he was sick, but I didn't want to ask him how sick he was, or you know. But he was at the hospital in LA for a while, and I knew was up, but I didn't expect that today at all.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm floored.
What do you think the legacy of him is in rock and roll?
Eddie changed guitar playing. I mean, I picked up the guitar in, I guess it was 1979, 1980. The first Van Halen record came out, and Steven Adler, which is Guns N' Roses' original drummer when we were kids, used to just hang out and ditch school and go to the pizza place and whatnot. And we used to listen to that first Van Halen record, and it was just insane. It was like, what the Anyway, and he changed guitar playing, but he was such a amazing musician, amazing guitar player, amazing innovator, and just a hell of a guy. And you know, we really lost a major contributor to rock and roll today.